And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we are playing British Town Centers. It's episode 7 of this series on the GeoGuessr game by Dad City. British Town Centers between 1 and 4 locations in every town and city in Great Britain. We've had some fun with this one. I know a lot of you like this this game, this map. Sent a couple emails. I've seen some comments. So very enjoyable learning about the UK through town centers. We're going to get into this game. We're going to do it as a no time limit moving challenge. The play along link, like usual, will be in the description below for those of you that want to play along. And we're going to get just right into it. And it is the 9th of February, 2025. And yeah, here we are for the first round. We got Pizza Line. We've got Waste Not. And there's the car that allows us to play this game. The guy on foot is running, I guess, to get in front of the Land Rover. We got the Wilkes Head, cask condition ales, beer garden, I guess, in the back. Staffordshire, the Moorlands. Okay, so I really need to start studying that map, the counties. Look at this, pretty interesting church. What do we have here? We've got some bins and the Moorlands and Leek. St. Edward Street car park in Leek. And what do we have here? Some type of military outfit or helmets. I'm not really sure what this is. I know people are going to be like, oh, these are the regiment of whatever. I don't know. This is why I've got to learn. This is why I also think I've got to do, all right, Manchester, on the road to Manchester. This is what I've got to do. I think what I need to do is do some reaction videos or videos where I learn about different things in the UK. I think there'd be some interest in that. I think some people would be interested in me seeing that. And anyway, Manchester. Oh, here's Leek right here. Okay, so Leek, we found Leek pretty quickly. We got the Green Dragon, which is right here. The Green Dragon, a pretty cool looking pub. But what's interesting, there's Church Lane, the sheep market, the Trim Reaper. It's a pretty cool name. Abby's Pizza is next to Domino's, which I'd like to see who makes more money there. Abby's Pizza or Domino's, the Pizza Line, Waste Not, and the Wilkes Head. The Wilkes Head. So we're right about here in the town of Leek. I'm also going to be doing a beautiful English or British, I think it's going to be beautiful British villages. And what I'll do on that one, if there's any interest in this, what I'm thinking is looking up these towns on Wikipedia, doing like a quick research on it after the round just to see what the town's about, any cool things. I'm going to do it for the villages, I think. Hopefully there's interest when I do that sort of stuff. You know, I did it for the football Fridays where I'm finding out. I just learned so much more. It helps me out. Maybe you learn something from it or take away something from it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just think, that's a pretty cool picture there. You know, maybe it's one of those things where you look at and you're just thinking, you know what, this is boring. I just want to play GeoGuessr. So let me know if you're interested in that sort of thing. But yeah, the town of Leek, which is a pretty cool town. By the way, if you're watching this, the one thing that really helps the channel and getting this video out there, the algorithm, is hitting that like button. It's free, costs nothing. I never ask for anything other than just that. And I know when I say that, the likes go up, I wouldn't say exponentially, but they go up significantly. So you can do that or hit subscribe. I really appreciate it. All right, so we got fish and chips and then Chinese meals to take away. Okay, so a combination of, I guess, English, Chinese cuisine, and a bunch of Pepsi, the new Pepsi logo. So this has got to be a fairly new street view. Next to the English Chinese is the Polish mini market where they sell Monster energy drinks. It's like Monster. So Polski. Look at that. It's pretty interesting. So where am I going? Why am I going to the Polish store in this town? Let's get my Monster energy drinks. All right, so we got financial management. It's where you want to invest. Solid money advice at SP and Co. Financial management in the town of, I can't make that out. Brace Global Logistics. This is a post office. Irium? I don't know if that's it or not. It's a nice car here. Mercedes. That's pretty cool. The White House. Quiz night, pub night. I love that. Those are always fun. I like quizzes. There's a show in the United States called Jeopardy! I'm not sure if there's Jeopardy! Exist in the United Kingdom. Oh, we got, all right, Earlham, Manchester. So still in the Northwest, we got shovels, rakes, all kinds of stuff for your garden. So Earlham is where we are, Manchester. So we can go there. But anyway, back to Jeopardy! Jeopardy is a game. We talk about quiz night, pub night. Jeopardy is just a show at 7 p.m. Not every 7 p.m. in every part of the United States, but it's a popular show. It's just a quiz show, and you have to give the answer in the form of a question. For those of you that don't know, it's a really good one. They've got different categories. You can get, all these points, and it's one of my favorite shows. As a family, we do like to watch it because you learn a lot. And anyway, just curious. I like quiz nights, pub nights, Jeopardy! Type things. I like trivia. So anyway, now would these be classified as dad shoes with the brown with the soles that are of the white color? It looks like, it seems like a lot of people wear that, all different ages in the United States. Mainly like the, how should I say? Let's say the bankers. We don't call them really bankers, financial advisors or whatever. All right, I'm just exploring. What I'm really trying to find here is where this is located in Manchester. Maybe do I zoom in? I don't know what Greater Manchester, how big it goes out to. I just don't know. So I feel like this could be Bellevue. There's a Bellevue in one of the Norwegian games. There's a Bellevue too. All right. Little Bolton. Earlham's. Earlham's Oh the Height. What is this about? Earlham's of the Height. Are we really here? Northwest of Salford. There's the Manchester United Training Academy. But maybe we are here. I don't know. Let's just see. Fair Hills Road. Fair Hills Road is going off to the east. And I don't know. I don't know if this is it or not. We're just going to head north here for a little bit. See what we run into. All right. Okay, so we've got, looks like a school. It says South Salford. Okay, so south, running to Old Trafford here. Little Bolton. Maybe we gotta be walk the plank. Just need like a. I know there's a lot of clues here. Oh, we got basketball. Got a basketball court and futsal, I guess. All right, what does this say? Liverpool Road. Liverpool Road, so... Oh, okay, so maybe we're over here. Little Bolton. Huh, it's an interesting name for a burger place. It does say Liverpool Road. This is the M. So I wonder... Alright, let's go back to start. I'm just going to do this. Alright, so the White House. I didn't really want to do that. Bus stop. Still the Liverpool Road. Alright, so this presents a little bit of a challenge, this one, because we're part of a greater area, which we're going to be doing region games, city games. I came this way, didn't I? I don't know why I did this. So, let's go this way. The White House, as we continue south, should run into something down here. It's interesting. It's the Vatican flag there. Catholics. It seems like a lot of Catholic, just in the Northwest, a lot of Catholic churches or clubs or whatever they are. Well, I know what Catholic is. I'm Catholic, by the way, but that club, it was a club, and I just noticed that there's more of a prevalence of the Catholic Church, seemingly, in the Northwest. Okay, I'm gonna guess. Let's look where the Heights is. And I just lost this. Okay, so here's. We can't be this far south. Here's Liverpool Street. I don't think we're this far down. Okay, so this is all right. I just need to keep going here. Stop because I see train tracks. Okay, so we've got Warrington. Okay, so maybe I was totally off on this. The M60, M62. B. Wow, I'm just, this is one that's got me. I just need to explore Manchester, right? That's got to be the deal here. Why am I struggling with this one? I don't know why. So we've got, all right, I just have to go up here. B5320. And I see there's Salford City Football Club. I don't know why I'm stuck here on this Erlam. Oh, the height. Take a look out. Okay, Stretford. Where's the Manchester United Training Academy? I'm going to need to do like a tour of Manchester here, or Greater Manchester, whatever it's called. Liverpool Street. Liverpool Street. I don't know. I am North Bank Industrial Park. All right, so I'm at a sake of time because this is taking way too long here. I'm just gonna have to guess. As I say that, this is what happens every single time I do that. Here's Erlam way out here. People probably like, you're at the wrong Erlam. I don't know why it's Erlam of the Heights. There's the Liverpool Road, folks. Yeah, we got to just find, where's the White House? American Southern Fried Chicken, Lee's Chippy. Where the heck is the White House? There it is. Okay. Okay, so this is what happens. Caroline Street. Yeah, we're right at Caroline Street. So a long round. We're just going to move on from this one. Very long round. Erlam for the second long round. All right, my Pat Paisley, Gilmore Street Station, electrifying. It is Paisley, and Paisley. There's only one thing with Paisley is it's got to be Scotland because Paisley is I think a pattern, right? Or a pattern that Paisley socks. Sure, I'm not sure. There's something with Paisley. I'm not really sure. Here's a town hall. I wonder if we're here. Let's see. Paisley Canals looks like a half-mile. Johnstone. Johnstone's to the south. It's the canal. Paisley Abbey. I'm gonna guess that we're here. Let's see here. M&Co. Let's take a little jaunt around. Paisley first at County Place and Gilmore Street. Well, that makes sense. Gilmore. I don't think we're there. Gilmore Street is here. The Farmers Market, the X's and the O's, Gilmore Street, and the Keg. Wait, let's just hold on. This is looking east, so I think we're here. Yeah, Paisley Gilmore Street Station. There it is, the Gilmore Street Station. You go under, Gilmore Street goes under the train, and the last post, there we are, that's 15 yards. It's Paisley, Scotland, for the third round. Fourth round we got the underground. This is probably somewhere in London. I know people said you did look up the numbers, like EC4. I looked at that. I didn't really study it. There's a Chipotle, by the way. I like Chipotle. So I've had Chipotle, by the way. I've had Chipotle it started, I think, in Denver, Colorado. I was in Denver at one point when I was younger, back when it was like the early 2000s. And anyway, that's enough about that. So we got the public subway. That's the first time I've seen that. It's the underground. It's London. It is, let's go back to the sign, King William Street. I want to see what the city, okay, so the city of London is east, so I guess E is east, maybe. The city of London's like over here somewhere. Or where is city of London? I thought it was over here. Maybe I just got to zoom in, maybe not. Anyway, going back to earlier, I thought it was over here. Canary Wharf. Anyway, King William Street. I thought St. Paul's Cathedral. We've got, again, a little bit of chaos. It's the weekend, so there's people want to do these games sometimes. I got family, I got dog, I got all kinds of crazy stuff. We got football this afternoon, or soccer, as we say in the United States. So a lot of noise sometimes in the background. I need to create my own studio sometimes, I think. But and anyway, The city. Why am I not finding the city of London here? Usually it shows up. This is London here, but I feel like it's over here. I don't know why. The London Wall. All right, so let's just take a look here. Let's see this. All right, so we've got. All right, so let's take one more step this way. We're looking. Okay, so this should help because what? A pink bus. Waitrose. Got a banker over here. Well, the one thing with London, so I guess the British town center for this one is the City of London, the actual City of London, where I think all the finance, yeah, so like Domine nos dirig. I didn't want to do this. Did not want to go down below. I just did it. Domine, it's Latin for something. The alderman. Curious if anybody's taken Latin. Does anybody take Latin anymore? All right, I gotta go back up top because what I gotta do is I have to go south here. I gotta stay on this bridge because this should help crossing the tent. Goodness gracious, I want to do this. Will this work? I don't know. It's not gonna let me cross the bridge, is it? It is not. A time warp of some sort. Okay, monument station. Let's just look for monument. And here it is. So the monument to the Great Fire was trying to cross the London Bridge, the 1970s bridge spanning the River Thames. So the City of London monument, there we are. I think we're right about here. There's number 18. But the other thing I was mentioning earlier about doing reaction videos, the reason why it's pretty crazy, right? Doing these reaction videos that I think about doing. So what's pretty crazy is I was watching this video on YouTube from the BBC archive. The BBC archive is pretty cool because you see a lot of things from the 70s, the 80s, about England, about the UK, one of which was, I don't know how I got on it, as a match between Chelsea and Tottenham back when they were in the bottom of the league at Stamford Bridge in the early 90s. I don't even know if it was the BBC archive. But I was looking at players. I didn't know anything about many players. I remember Dennis Wise. I remember some of these when I started really exploring the game in the around 1999-2000. Dennis Wise was still playing. But this is like the early 90s, and one of the goal scorers I think in the match was a striker by the name of Gavin Peacock. And what's interesting, and then it popped up. Maybe I watched that a different video, and then I saw where he is now a pastor. He's a pastor of a church or a Baptist church, I think, and returned to Kent. So it's just interesting, like how I watched this thing, and then somehow I recommend it, or wherever I saw it, or maybe it was on X. I forget where it was I saw, and it was just interesting to me. So these are the types of things, I wouldn't necessarily sit here and watch a reaction video of Gavin Peacock becoming a pastor, but what it is more about is like the BBC archive and stuff like that. So yeah, thinking about doing that. If there's any interest in it, let me know. Also history, all kinds of stuff. So 5,000 points in that City of London round, and we get off to the fifth and final round. And okay, so we've got Garbett Chemist. I swear, folks, I think sometimes I live in I don't know if we live in a simulation. I don't know if like this has all been planned out before. I swear, I bring this stuff up. As you know, there's multiple different locations, thousands of locations on this game. And I sit here and talk about a guy by the name of Gavin Peacock. By the way, I get something recommended to me because I watched the video of him scoring at least him scoring a goal or contributing to a goal in a match in 1993-1994 season at Stamford Bridge when they were both facing relegation, or there was a 6-point swing in that match. And I sit there and don't know anything about the guy. Then I see that, and then while I'm playing the game talking about it, the first thing I see when I turn around is Peacocks. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. All right, so yeah, either that or something's happening here with this game. GeoGuessr, folks. Anybody from GeoGuessr that you know creates the game, does the works on the algorithm. Somebody's got to be. It's like I feel like there's somebody behind the scenes pulling the plug, pushing the buttons. All right, Wickford Niners. So we've got to be in Wickford. These two guys are enjoying what is probably a cup of tea and sausage roll. They've got some type of mixed drink, mixed type of one of these cranberry, not sodas, but these drinks you can get at these places like Costa Coffee. Wickford Market and High Street this way. So we're going to head this way. Wickford sounds familiar. I'm not sure why. There's Market Lane, pretty cool place. The Works. That font there, I don't know what it is. It just reminds me of like a 1990s kids English style font. Like it's not something that font you would see in the United States. I know that's weird to say, but like things that stick out, like you got to think when I was growing up or when I was younger, there were certain things you could only get from the UK and England. And I was kind of fascinated with it. And certain things was like, man, these fonts, like it was like, I think at the era of which you started doing stuff on Microsoft Word, whatever, and doing different fonts, and you could never get these fonts. And it was always that and like the underground, the font that is, it's like a specific, what always British style font. I can't explain it to you other than we just didn't have it. So anyway, enough about some crazy font talk. Wickford Gas, but this is what I need to focus on is where Wickford is. A nice, probably warm day in Wickford. It's evidence with the sundress, as we call it in the United States. Trisha Newman, she makes the curtains. Wickford, the town of Wickford. All right, so let's see what we can find. Wickford. I'm gonna need like a street sign at some point with a road number on it, or I'm hoping this is not one of these like. Again, it's a town center. I got to keep reminding this. It's not like another one of Greater Manchester. It's its own town. It's always been that way. Sometimes I look at it. It's like it's the part of the greater area of the larger city. So anyway, what was this back here? Wow, kind of, but not quite. I thought this looked like an American style home with these types of windows. That type of, I don't know if that's an asphalt roof, and then the gutters, as we call them, sunniers, but it almost looked a little American out of all the homes that I've seen. All right, so okay, so Wickford. This town I know because of watching Hashtag United. I know how it's pronounced, so at least I can say this one right. Just a lot of times I mess up the pronunciation because I'm an American. But this is Billericay. Billericay is 4 miles to the west, and I know exactly where this is because I've looked this up on the map. Billericay is here, and here is Wickford. I'm guessing this is, not sure the location of this, if it's Essex or Kent, but anyway, there's the Costa Coffee. Our favorite chicken and ribs. We've got Wickford. A couple nice rides. I see this. This is like a Land Rover. It's not a Range Rover, so it's a Land Rover, I think. Or Peacocks. Again, Peacocks. I just can't. It would be crazy if where Gavin Peacock is from. If he was like from this town, I would just kind of be like, what the hell? Anyway, yeah, Peacock's clothing store, and we're right about there. So Wickford. For the 5th and final round, we get 25,000 points in this one, but more importantly, we explore a lot of great locations on this one. We get England and we get Scotland, Paisley, Scotland. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. A little longer one, but this is episode 7, British Town Centers. We'll continue this one as long as there's a lot of interest on a weekly basis. A lot of towns to still explore in Britain. And with that said, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.